Yes, sir.
Looking for rental records, not finding them, made the report. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But going to the green store, looking for surveillance and not finding it, that didn't make the report.
Yes, sir.
Going to the McDonald's, looking for surveillance and not finding it, that didn't make the report.
Yes, sir.
Going to the convenience, or going to the auto zone or the auto parts store right next to the McDonald's and not finding surveillance, that didn't make the report.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good point. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, if his shit was so detailed, what the fuck was he thinking?
Your testimony seems to be the only things that didn't make your report.
Your Honor, I object to the characterization of the testimony. The jury can hear what the testimony
You were just
was.
asked by Ms. Love if anything else didn't make the report, and you said no. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So your testimony is the only 3 things that didn't make your report are going to the McDonald's, going to the green store, and going to the auto parts store looking for surveillance.
Yes, sir.
And we can't find your notes.
Correct, sir.
There's no mention. And if there is a mention, just tell me I missed it. There's no mention of getting the McDonald's video in your report. Am I true?
Yes, sir. You're right.
And there's no mention of getting the video of what we're calling the green store, right?
Yes, sir.
So you're going back approximately 9 years, 8 years, 9.5 years, whatever the date is, to your memory of when you went to the McDonald's, right?
Yes, sir.
But you can't remember who you spoke with at the McDonald's, right?
Yes, sir.
And to be fair to you, are you telling this jury on your oath that McDonald's told you that the day before or 2 days before, we don't have that video?
Your Honor, objection is to the question who was asked and answered, and to ask if he's telling an oath.
For whatever reason, those notes have vanished, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you remember testifying
Yes, sir.
in this courthouse, another judge?
Yes, sir.
Powerful like Judge Whitaker?
Yes, sir.
And do you remember testifying in a case?
Where's he going with this? He's bringing up another case testifying about notes?
Mr. Relevance.
I don't know what the relevance might be, so I can't
Any-
move on that.
Your Honor, this is a whole other.
Why don't we approach?
And do you remember the prosecutor in that case being Miss Love?
Yes, sir.
What?
Do you remember explaining that your notes were also not around? Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
And do you remember explaining that once an arrest is made by you, you shred your notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in this case, you didn't shred your notes. You can't find them. Is that true?
Correct.
Why not just get a little filing cabinet and put a notepad in there, dude? This is just what a lawyer does right here, poking holes. He found a 2016 case of this motherfucker shredded shit.
So instead, if you're writing about your and my going to lunch on Notepad, but then you're going to do another day that you're going to eat lunch with the Honorable Keith Adams, you would rip up the parts that you met with me so you have a refurbished or clean Notepad to talk about when you went to lunch with Mr. Adams. Is that what you're saying?
No, basically, I take a new notepad, and I may use it as a notepad as I'm assisting another detective who is the lead. So, or I'm going out on a suicide or a kidnapping or anything death-related investigation. So I'll just use that notepad instead of taking a brand new one.
Sure.
And using that one.
So the empty sheets is what you're saying?
Correct.